Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into Playhem TV. I am Lurlian and we're going into the, excuse me, grand finals here between viOlet and Elbegast. It's proving, it's hopefully going to be proven to be a really great series. I'm looking at viOlet right here. It's going to be our third player, playing the purple colors in the bottom left. And in the bottom right we have Elbegast, our red Protoss player. I hope you've been having a good time today here at Playhem TV. I am sorry that I had to face you alone today. I would have loved to have a solo co-caster here today, but unfortunately there was nobody available. So I hope I've been doing a decent job. I definitely think I'm a better caster when Nerdswagger or another co-caster is around. So I hope you bear with me. But it should be good. This game should be good. Zerg versus Protoss. Starting map is of course ESL Shakira's Plateau. And what the in the hell of name? What? Elbegast getting his pylon here and his gateway. Huh. Okay. Oh, I've seen Elbegast do this before. He doesn't like to go for Forge Expanse. He just doesn't. I really want to ask him why he doesn't like to go for Forge Expanse on this map, because this map is basically built to Forge Expand on. It really was. This small ramp, 3 structures, easily wall off. And I've just never really seen this work out as much for Elbegast, the not walling off part of things. He is getting a pylon right here, so he does want to start a wall off later on. But man, this is so weird. viOlet's gonna come in here and be like, WTF, but viOlet and Elbegast have played before, so viOlet should be aware that Elbegast doesn't really like to go for super early expansions on this map. Elbegast wants to get down his Cybercore over here, and he does, but not in the position that he wanted to be in. I mean, this gap between these two structures is pretty big. We see that Gastio is going down by viOlet right now, and Elbegast always just feels so awkward when doing this build. There's a reason why nobody does this, Elbegast. Oh well, we're gonna have to see if it works out for him this game. He's making a Zealot as well. Not chrono boosting it out as you usually see. You usually see chrono boost on that Zealot. Is that going to be a second gateway? No, it's going to be a pylon. Usually when a gas steal happens, you see the Zealot being chrono boosted out and attacking the extractor, but he's not even going to be doing that. Where is this Zealot going? One Zealot is out. The warp gate research is on the way. He's not sending it out across the map. This one probe. That probe. If I have ever seen a probe with a death wish, that probe was it. He just ran into those Zerglings and died. There's nothing else to it. Oh my god, that's really a death wish probe. The Zealot is now trying to block this position over here, but Zerglings are gonna be easily able to sneak past it, and viOlet should realize that. And yeah, he does. Come on, viOlet, you can easily sneak by. Do it, viOlet. Sneak a Zergling by. He's not even trying it. That's a little bit sloppy. I'm sure a Zergling would fit through this gap here between these two units. I'm sure. Oh well. The gas is now being taken out. A second gateway and a third gateway are on the way. This is just so weird by Elbegast on this map. It just doesn't make any sense. And I find it tough to say anything interesting about this play other than it's just plain out bad. There's no reason why you would be doing this. It would even be better to just make the wall off over here than it would be up here. Just doesn't make any sense. Another gateway being added on. This is just so bad. I'm sorry. I want to put this in another perspective. I guess I could say that viOlet wouldn't expect this, and it might work out. But in my opinion, it's just plain not so good. The probe is now moving down this ramp and dropping a pylon here. That's gonna maybe indicate to viOlet that he wants to expand. The Zealots and Sentries now moving down the ramp, and is he gonna get this pylon? No, he's not. He has to retreat out of there. But he does have this Overlord over here, and he still has those 2 links, so he could scout for that Nexus going down. That Nexus should have been down by now, but viOlet not just what? Okay, so the Nexus is now on the way by Elbegast. Sometimes I feel like this guy's just playing this game to prove me wrong all the time. So I'm just gonna shut up. 2 Spinecrawlers on the way by viOlet. This is why 4-gate doesn't work on this map, because it's so easily to cover with a few spines. More zealots and sentries. I think this Nexus is going to be cancelled. It should be cancelled. He's getting so many units right now. He will not have anywhere near enough units. And oh, these two Zerglings are going to see all the zealots and sentries, and that should trigger a reaction in viOlet. I would definitely expect to see him get down some more spines. And there we go, 2 more spines on the way. I should see some more Zerglings out of him as well. This Nexus, I'm still expecting it to be cancelled. Elbegast might as well just let it finish up to prove me wrong once again. I think it's just doing it on purpose. Elbegast, we need to talk. And is he gonna... Doesn't look like it. Okay, so here comes Elbegast with his 4-gate. 5 spine crawlers are gonna be up by the time he gets there. Zerglings are being produced, a few actually. All the units are gone right now, and there he goes, viOlet making nothing but links right now. There will be at least 4 spine crawlers finished up with a 5th one on the way. Some Zerglings are coming in to support, but the Zerglings are going to be a little bit late here out of viOlet. Oh, the Zealot's poking in there and getting killed, and he lets the expansion finish up. Okay, so he 4-gated, forced 4 spine crawlers and a few Zerglings. And he did finish up his expansion, and he has really low probe count. He's down 9 workers. This is just so crazy by Elbegast. Okay, so Elbegast not yet dead, still in this, still looking decent. He is currently boosting out a lot of probes, getting 2 additional gas dust, and he just follows it up with double Stargate. This guy, guys, is just so random. If I would be playing against him as a Zerg player, I would have no idea what's coming up. The last thing I would expect after a 4-gate expand would be double Stargate. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. This Overlord is in a fantastic position to scout these 2 Stargates, and if they... Spire on the way. So if he makes like 10 mutas and then the Phoenix fly in, that's going to be bad. But this does allow viOlet to produce Corruptors at the same time, which deal really well with Void Rays. And I do think there are going to be some Void Rays in this army composition out of Elbegast. This might be his go-to build even, I am not too sure, but I've not seen this work out too often. I think this was a Stalker, or I think that's a part of a Stalker lying there, so I'm gonna say that a Stalker was taken down. Yeah, it was. There were 2 Stalkers on the map, there's only 1 left right now. Part of a Wolof is starting to go down. viOlet's producing nothing but Zerglings, drones, and Overlords right now, because he has some excess minerals he needs to dump, and he needs to dump them somewhere. Some Zerglings gonna try to make their way to the main base. Is Elbegast paying attention? Force field! Oh dear. And the, oh man, it would have been scouted anyway. Phoenix are his weapon of choice right now. This Overseer is gonna get taken out by some Phoenix. He actually didn't make a single Void Ray, so there's not a lot of damage to be done to things on the ground. Of course, drones can be lifted. I'm sure that viOlet's gonna be making Corruptors instead of Mutas right now. There he goes, 5 Corruptors on the way. 3rd base, not on the way for Elbegast. 3rd base finishing up for viOlet right now, and here come the Phoenix out of Elbegast. They're going to be taking down this Overlord, no big deal. 13 drones on the way for viOlet, and a lot of drones are going to be lifted here. That's a little bit surprising here, that viOlet didn't make a single Spore Crawler. Not a lot of energy on these 4 Phoenix. 2 more are on the way, and 2 more are in production, so he's going to go up to a sick Phoenix count. 8 Corruptors are out there, going to deal with Phoenix quite well, but because those Corruptors are so slow, those Phoenix will be able to get some more kills here at another expansion. A lot of Spores being morphed, might as well morph them into Spores instead of losing them. Here come the Phoenixes going up against the Corruptors. Corruptors doing so well to the Phoenix, almost killing 1, but once again the speed of those Corruptors is just so low, it's going to be so tough for him to catch up to those Phoenix and actually kill them. He can scare them away a lot, but actually killing is going to be so tough. Elbegast continuing his spree of randomness by adding in a Twilight Council. He's on 4 gateways and a Robo, so he's just getting a little bit of everything. Twilight Council, some Stargates, some gateways, some robotics, some upgrades. This is just so weird. He's getting everything there is, and he's just... I'm not sure if he's going to get away with it, but he's still in this game, so I guess there's still a chance that he will. He is killing some drones here. 1 Phoenix is not going down. Not the best focus fire there out of viOlet, trying to chase the Phoenix with his Corruptor count. Corruptors, that's not going to work out. Elbegast now trying to expand. Wow, we see some huge Ling run by actually happened here and doing some significant damage. Sorry, I missed half of that. How many workers were killed there by viOlet? 19! Oh my dear god. And continuing to add to that kill count, more and more probes are falling in the main base of Elbegast here. The links in the natural get cleaned up, and so do the links in the main. Going up to 22 workers killed is viOlet. 60 workers to 44 right now, and I do think we're gonna see Elbegast push out here in a little bit. This is so weird. Again, not having another pylon here to make this ramp smaller and to position a zealot there. This expansion over here is so vulnerable as well. The army composition for viOlet is a little bit weird right now. He only has Zerglings and he has Corruptors. So this gateway army out of Elbegast is going to be really powerful for a little while longer. There are 4 Infestors on the way, and Infestors work so well with the Zerglings. So that's going to be, oh, another run by. Oh no. Elbegast, why don't you just start playing standard on this map? It is obviously not working out for you too well. More probes falling and falling, but the attack on the third base happening at the same time. Some Phoenix are taking some unnecessary damage by these poor crawlers. Zerglings denying this third base at the same time. Still Zerglings in the main base, but viOlet could end up losing this third base. Could very well end up losing it. I think he's actually going to sacrifice it, because he doesn't have any links to deal with it right now. He sent all his links into counterattack, and of course these counterattacks are really paying off for him, but losing this third base, man, that's a pretty crippling blow as well. 39 workers killed right now for viOlet. That is a pretty sick amount. 49 workers to 39 right now, but it's 2 base versus 2 base right now, and the Protoss is pretty close to being decently saturated on these 2 bases. Some drones hiding over here in the top. They will be chased down by the Stalkers, and this is so weird. 11 mutas now on the way. WTF. 11 mutas going up against 8 Phoenix. That's not going to work out for the mutas. That is not going to work out. But there are, of course, some Infestors, and they're going to be able, together with the Corruptors, be able to shut down these Phoenix so easily. And oh my god, he gets the fungal. That fungal growth. This fungal growth. Oh, these Stalkers are coming in as well, and the fungal growth wears off. But so many of those Phoenix are going to be dying. These mutas are going to be so powerful in just a second. So many Infestors falling, though. The last of the Corruptors last of the Phoenix does fall. Nice fungal growth goes down on all these sentries and Stalkers, and another one. And viOlet is looking decent in this game. He's behind on supply, actually. He lost so many of his Infestors there. That was such a crippling blow. 3 Archons on the way for Elbegast. This is the most crazy PvZ I have ever seen. It just doesn't make sense to me. Elbegast's style seems so odd to me, but it's still working out decently. He is going to be killing a lot of Zealots here, and he will be grabbing the supply lead back. No blink is... actually, he does have blink on the Stalker, so he blinks him back. Oh, there's so many Archons here. Be careful, be careful. Those Archons want to zap away at those probes so bad. At those mutas so bad. Some more mutas are joining up. He does not want to get hit by those Archons. Move away those Corruptors. No need to lose them unnecessarily. Third base, fourth base, viOlet. More links running by, not doing too much damage. Still some more links chilling here. The Air Armada for our Zerg players looking increasingly scary. Looks like he is switching back into Roach production, or actually not switching to Roach production just yet. He's just getting a Roach Warren up. Where is it at? There it is. That Roach Warren is going to go up. Some more Muta harass is happening. Those Archons not in the best position. Nicely done. viOlet there, expecting the blink to this position and pulling his Mutas back to the back. Back to the back. That makes sense. Corruptor still chilling over here, so a Colossus switch is going to be very tough for Elbegast to do. Elbegast now pretty much mined out of his main base, and there's not a lot of probes here either. Ooh, Mutas, try and be careful. Don't die. So few probes left for a Protoss player. 53 in this game have been killed by viOlet. 36 to 45 actually. So Elbegast is not that far behind, but he does need this third base. He is getting it. That's going to help out a ton. One Muta joining up with his Muta buddies on the right side of this map. They're really keeping the Protoss contained right now. That is good, because viOlet is double expanding and adding in a lot of roaches. I would like to see him get some more drones if he wants to play out the macro game here. I think he wants to try and deny this third base again. I think he's going to go all in with denying this third base and hoping to win the saturation war. Mutas killing a few probes again. Taking another look at the tab, 65 workers have now killed. Only 27 are left for Elbegast, so he's not even gonna be able to fully utilize this base. Look at how few probes are here. The Muta's just coming in again, killing some more probes. Another 3 go down there. Oh my god, viOlet, you're so good. His Corruptors are over here. Okay. What? Oh, I guess the Archons couldn't fit through here, so they were not able to go out, so he had to kill the Forge. I guess that makes sense. Some links running by here, being thrown into the meat grinder. The Mutas in the meantime doing so much damage in the main. While Elbegast is probably going to go for the all-in here. He doesn't really have an option. Those mutas are going to be focusing down. I would like to see these mutas focus on the pylons, actually. This Nexus is not that big of a deal to Elbegast right now. He doesn't have a lot of minerals anyway. But there is so many roaches and still 4 spines up here. Some infestors as well. Fungal growths. Ooh, this screams for fungal growth right now. Ugh. Screaming fungal growth, and there it goes. The fungal does go down. There's no high ground vision right now for Elbegast. These spines are doing fantastic job. The Muta still cleaning up in the main base here, not being controlled by viOlet. He's microing his defense right now. More key fungal growths go down, as you can see that by the health bars. So many units on low HP right now. The roaches are just too big in account, and I do think viOlet is going to be taking this game after 21 minutes of craziness. And GG, well played, has been called by Elbegast. Go Xel'Naga Caverns. So game 2 between viOlet and Elbegast will be played on Xel'Naga Caverns. Interesting choice by Elbegast. I'm curious to see if he wants to forge expand on that. I would not assume so, guys. Elbegast does not like to forge expand. So we're definitely not going to see that. He's definitely the kind of guy that likes to do weird stuff, especially versus Zerg. His PvP and his PvT is relatively standard, but versus Zerg on Shakuras, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I wonder what you guys think of his style there. Do you think it was good? Do you think it just worked because viOlet didn't expect it? Or did you think it is actually a viable strategy? I'm curious to know what you guys think. I'm going to be running a quick commercial, and after that commercial we will be back with game 2 between viOlet and Elbegast, starting or playing on Xel'Naga Caverns. Yeah, I should have known that, guys. Xel'Naga Caverns was taken out of the map pool quite some time ago. So Elbegast was informed of that, and instead he chose to play on Shattered Temple, another map where Forge Expand is not that good on. Elbegast definitely not liking the style of Forge Expanding as much in the games I have seen from him. Maybe it was just coincidence though, I'm not too sure. So here we go. This could be the last game of this daily, guys. Do you want it to go to an ace match, or do you want to end this game fast? I definitely would love this game to last long, and for Elbegast to take it so we can go into a sick ace match here at the grand finals of the Playhem EU Daily. I am Lurlian. You can add me on Twitter if you want to know what I am up to, at Lurlian. And definitely check out Playhem.com. It's a great tournament website. If you want to host some tournaments, you can make your own tournaments. You can even make your own prize pool and stuff like that. We are running daily tournaments as well. And not just this tournament you're tuning into right now. We also got tournaments for the so to say, lower leagues. Ooh, this Overlord is being spotted right now. So even if you're in the Bronze or Silver League, we've got daily tournaments with cash prizes. So do you want to experience that tournament feeling? Check out Playhem.com, the best website for tournaments, player-made tournaments around, in my opinion, anyway. They're doing such a fantastic job sponsoring esports and sponsoring, you know, StarCraft 2. I mean, that's a game we all love, right? So, enough about Playhem right now. This game is getting underway. Elbegast are blue Protoss players in a 3 o'clock spawn position on MLG Shadow Temple. And CSNTC, aka viOlet, our teal Zerg player here, is going to be going for what looks to be a Speedling expand build on this map, while Elbegast goes for a pretty early scouting worker. He actually did make his gateway over here with his first pylon, and that's gonna allow him to make that Cybercore wall-off we've seen before. But that Cybercore wall-off with a pylon looks so fishy. I really thought some Zerglings could have sneaked by there. Maybe we're gonna see in this game whether or not that could be the case. The probe out of Elbegast now retreating. He knows there's no way he can deny that base from going down with the Speedling expand build. Very well done. I would actually like this probe to hide somewhere on the map, like, I don't know, like over here. It's a tough spot to find. Or maybe over here, somewhere like that. It's always good to have a hidden probe somewhere out on the map. But this probe coming back, that's going to give Elbegast a little bit of a boost in income. Not that big of a, not a game-changing big boost though. More drones and Zerglings on the way. I'm sure we're going to see an expansion out of viOlet anytime soon. This one drone that is being made right now might actually go out there and get it done. Nah, it's not. It's going to mine a little bit first. And it's going to be a Roach Warren. Did viOlet scout? Yeah, he did. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, double pylon wall off right here. That is going to be so vulnerable to roaches. What a great call here by viOlet. And I think we're going to be seeing why this is bad. Oh man, Elbegast displaying always so unorthodox. No, this is not going to be a block. I don't believe it. It's impossible. Now it is a wall off. Now it is a proper-ish wall off. But this pylon is still so vulnerable to pretty much everything. Sentries coming out first, and these roaches that are going to be on the way out of viOlet will be able to deal with this pylon relatively easily and open up a nice gap. Second sentry on the way out of Elbegast. He is not in a bad position, guys, don't get me wrong. He could still hold this off. He's getting out a lot of sentries which are pivotal. He's not chrono boosting them though, that could be a little bit bad, but of course he doesn't know what's coming up. Elbegast has no scouting information, his probe went back, and that is why I said it was so nice to hide that probe on the map. Hiding that probe over here, and now sending it back in would have told him what was up, and he could have dropped, I don't know, an additional gateway, chrono boosted out some additional sentries. He's gonna have to, oh no, don't push down the, oh my god. If he actually does this, oh no, he still does not know about this expansion being up. You always have to check for that as a Protoss player. This is so unlike viOlet. viOlet doesn't ever do this. And I guess that Elbegast knows that. It's going to be a speedling roach all in. The roaches are now marching their way across. I think it's 7 of them because that is so common to get. The 7 roach rush used to be a little bit OP. And oh, is he going to snipe a sentry? Yes, he is. So only 2 sentries right now. That means only 2 more force fields. The Zerglings are getting killed right now. Is he going to lose another sentry? No, he's not. The pylon does fall. That does not supply cap him, but as soon as this pylon falls, he will be supply blocked, so no warp-ins will be able to be placed. Missing the force field, all the Zerglings get by, and that's going to be it for Elbegast. GG will be called momentarily. There is no way he can hold on. The roaches will stream up the ramp in just a second. This one zealot trying to heroically hold on. Elbegast down to 31 supply. The gateways are finishing up. Stalkers are being warped in, but it's going to be too little too late, I do think. Here we go. There's enough speedlings here to deal with the Stalkers, and he only has 2 warp-ins, which he just used. And there's the good game and grats out of Elbegast. Playing so weird, so risky.